Welcome to Brothers Drift. This is
Brother.
I'm Greg, and this is Chip in Brothers Drift. This is the crustiest automotive channel in all of YouTube. We're back here. We have the Crustang. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to address some running issues. And you've had a distributor-based 5.0 in the past, but obviously in your youth to the point where you didn't really, you know, have any wherewithal to work on it or anything. You kind of ran it till it couldn't go anymore and you got rid of it. You know, the kid style of a car, not really a project.
Thanks.
So this is my first distributor-based project car. And so there's some learning to go along with it. We're gonna deal with the distributor cap and the rotor. It's actually rusty and crusty inside, and this thing still runs somehow.
Just like everything else on it.
Yeah, and I have a special treat on the way today on the truck via FedEx. It will be here.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. Check it out.
Let's go.
What was that?
I said it's the original gray.
Yeah, that's a Motorcraft Ford part. And here's the thing about buying electronics. Buy original when it comes to these distributors anytime you can. Obviously, if you're doing a really high performance build, then you know you're going to go with something a little different, a little more high end. So Crustine's gotten a little crustier when the coolant pipe popped off. So now everything is a good shade of brown. It does look like we've been mudding. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take and remove the cap. The tricky part here is making sure that your plug wires go back in place. I may just take the cap, hook up the wires wire for wire, and have it seated off to the side all plugged up.
Yeah.
And then just slap it on after we replace the rotor. So let's do that. Okay, so right here, as you can see, you pop, let me see the clip, Chip. Comes off, show them where it comes off. They have a tendency to fall, so just kind of get ready for that. Let's compare old versus new.
Son.
And so you can see that,
It's night and day.
yeah, trying to get the rust, but there's rust there.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And you know, the conductivity is going to be much better. Anytime you have junk, and then look at it's a lot tighter spring too. And so actually turn it sideways.
Yeah, one's 25 years old. Look at the difference.
Look at the difference. You know, that right there is barely making contact, I bet. Look at that. Look how much spring tension is missing.
Well, I mean,
this one goes over the top.
You can just tell they've improved over the years too. This is a newer part. They've
Yeah,
upgraded
look how
everything.
wide everything is.
The
compared
button
to the
down here.
original.
I mean, everything's just
Yeah,
better.
it's much bigger, much thicker. Looks like that's a coating on there for corrosion resistance.
Yeah.
So, and it's a Ford original part. So let's slap her on.
I don't remember which way she went. I think like this.
Yep. And this is not the original, by the way, Chip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there only one way? There's only
This
one
is-
way it can go, right?
This is some junky Chinese part. I don't know what brand that is, but it's not gray.
Oh, okay.
So if you'll notice that the distributor is gray, like Ford part, Ford part, Ford part. See that?
Yeah, but this distro cap.
And that cap right there was black. So this is just some junky part.
Oh, why would you cheap out on something like that?
Yeah, well, that's just what people do.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's only one way this can go on.
Yes. So the clips keep it the same. So it makes it a very, very simple job. This part here snaps on, and this part here kind of goes under. So you start at the bottom and you snap it because it's designed to flex over the top. The problem is the distributor is broke, the little ear off. So just stick it under there. Yep, stick it under there and reach up and snap it. Just push.
That's the thing is, it's not
Yeah,
the length. Isn't that right?
it is.
Here, let me do it. Stop. Such a hoe.
All right, hit it. gotta tell you, it's a lot less trembly. Oh, that is significantly smoother.
Video. Keeps doing that. Let's go squeak stang.
Yeah. I think we are just gonna replace the belt and the pulleys. Can't track down what's making that sound. Yeah, we'll put just do a little test, see how it's running.
Dang, automatic windows too.
Yeah, don't grind second. We need that. We need that synchro to last as long as we can.
Tires sure feel better.
Go left, go back. No, don't short shift it. Pull back over. Full RPM. Yeah. Shift it 6K. 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 There you go. All right, so we got the distributor installed and look what just came. Look at it. Isn't it precious? That's all there is. So we've disconnected our battery. Came with a selector switch and a cable, and we'll just leave that in the floorboard because we do not care. And yeah, we'll hook her up. Cool. Our computer seemed to have some kind of a coating on it. Can you get in there, Chip? I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay. And it was like greasy or something. So I'm just taking some sandpaper 320, and they say to rub it on there just until the copper begins to show. And it really doesn't take much. And so the copper is definitely beginning to show. Do the underside here. Okay. All right. At this point, we've installed the chip, and it goes with the wire to the more open side on the top. You really probably couldn't even plug it in on the bottom. You might be able to force it. This is a very, very easy install. Clean your connections if you have an older computer like we have. Make sure that you just see the copper go through. Plug it in. The selector switch is the selector between the modes. Now, one key point here, how you will know that your item is hooked up while it's running, switch the modes and the computer chip will literally flash a color each time you switch a mode. And so that is the way you know that all the connections are good and that everything is running as it should.
Is it everything you thought it would be?
Well, I don't know. I think you expect a little bit more out of the chip.
Yeah. We didn't try all of them.
Well, no.
We tried the best one.
Well, that's the best tune, yeah.
How'd you know it was 93? It says it on the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says your first tune, second tune, third tune. Then your fourth tune is whatever is factory.
Yeah.
So we installed the chip, replaced the distributor, cap, rotor. Definitely seems to be running better.
Yeah, it didn't smell as rich at
Yeah.
all. Wonder if we advanced the timing.
Yeah, we can do that next. You know, the tune that's on there is made for an off-road X-pipe, like what's on there. You know, there's no certain things.
And then the 373 gears. We didn't even check the speedo.
I did.
Oh, was it right?
No, there wasn't a speed correction on there.
But it's the car. It's a 95. Who knows?
Yeah,
They're
it could
good
be
for
that
the
it doesn't.
the speed.
You have to probably re-gear. Maybe you have to re-gear an old car, whereas an OBD2, that when I did the SCT on my new Edge Mustang, it was just there.
Yeah. But that was different.
It was all electronic.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm saying, put in the tuner on that, and it would adjust your speedo for you. I think with these, you probably have to re-gear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely runs better. The gas mileage was atrocious. Because I would fill it up, and then I literally only drive the thing to either home, go to the gym, not even that often, which is 15 miles, and then drive it back. And the thing, you know, a few trips, a little bit of hooning, and it's almost empty. You know, it just seems like it wasn't going very far.
Well, with the gearing and it not running right.
Yep.
Running rich.
So, one thing that was really cool was we downloaded the 0 to 60 app. Worked really well. My first run was 7.8 seconds.
Yeah. A lot of
A
spinning.
lot of spinning.
Yeah.
Second run was 6.4. Now that was really impressive. That was no mods other than what we had, you know, cold air intake exhaust, 373s on 19-inch 2015 wheels. And what else did we have? The new cap
Yeah, new distributor cap.
and rotor.
And the old one was Chinese junk.
Yeah, and it was a bad shape.
Yes.
So that gave us a 6.4. Now Motor Trend tested the car new and it was 6.7. So what that tells me is the engine is at least producing the power. The 373 gears, you would expect 2 to 3/10 to 0 to 60. And so we got that
Yeah.
at 6.4. And then after doing the SCT, we're running out of daylight. The thing doesn't have headlights. So we're just trying to run it in front of the house and do a quick 0 to 60 in Mexico. And
You'll have to put a picture up of the front end. I think
Yeah.
it looks way better without the front end on it.
yeah, well, that's true. And then we got our Tech 9 lights, and we'll still do a video on that. So the daylight's running out, and we wanted to get that last 0 to 60 hit, and I was able to manage a 6.3 0 to 60. So
And it got there. It covered 40 more feet distance-wise.
it did. It covered 40 more feet distance-wise, quicker. It took 360
7 on the first one to
to
6.4.
6.4, and then it went 404 feet in only 6.3 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's moving.
Yeah.
To be able to go a further distance quicker.
I mean, you can't ask for much more than that with a plug and play.
I mean,
10-minute
no,
model.
I think it's probably doing a good job.
Mhm.
And that was also a hurried hit. Just, you know, trying to control it, probably not even the best job
It still
possible.
span first.
Yeah, it did a
Cold
little
day,
bit.
cold
and cold tires, cold day. That's pretty good on
Yeah.
the street.
Yeah, not bad.
So do a brake stand, get the tires warm, have some space. Let me get in a couple of hits to get my timing down good. Don't miss third. And yeah, I can probably, I would say I could probably do 5.9.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And I think we can do a little bit of content, some real content on that, and see if we can get this thing to a 5.9.
Yeah, I mean, you're
0 to 60, then you're talking about like Z28 level performance. And obviously this car isn't designed to be a 0 to 60 car. And it's rolling on used mismatched tires in the rear. So it's not even set up for traction. It's been lowered.
We paid $2,500 for the car.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays 5.4 or, 5.9, 6.4 doesn't seem like a big deal with what's going on. But when you spend under $3,000 on a car, those are good numbers to start with.
Those are good numbers, and the goal of the car isn't to be a speed demon anyway. It's a drift car.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to see with an not so ideal setup and an old motor with a leaky water pump, and not that affects your performance, but nevertheless, it's it's cool.
Yeah.
It was exciting.
It is.
It has absolutely no brakes though.
None.
I mean,
whatever was there is gone.
whatever was there is gone now.
Yeah.
I was standing on those brakes and we were still rolling pretty quick.
Yeah, he was looking at me like I am full brakes right now, and we're just
And
rolling.
we're still rolling. So I need to upgrade the pads and perhaps the rotors. Just looking at the rotors and the light they're reflecting, they look a little glazed. I think the rotors are toast.
Yeah. Cool. Well, until next time.
Until next time,
Like and subscribe.
stay crusty, my friends.
Stay crusty. Let's go.
Peace out.
Peace out.